What is up, everybody? Welcome on in. Still freaking going from yesterday. I got my KCD hat and I got the morph suit on, which technically still considered bear suit just for the timer. Oh my god, it's so hyped for KCD 2. I know, it's looking good. I've been seeing some trailers, a lot of people talking about it. I think we have until February for that game to come out, so fingers crossed we can kind of get it done, right? We're about the first week of December right now, so that gives us all of December, all of January, and part of February to get this game knocked out for KCD 2. Now, that's assuming we hop into it as soon as it releases, right? We'll kind of see what happens when we get to February. Let's get on in there. Also, man, this morph suit needs a washing. Starting to get a little nasty. Where are your suits? Well, today, I do the morph suit, and then I do my combat helmet. Milady. Unfortunately, with this on my head, I can't wear the other outfits. This wool beanie in Florida traps so much heat that even the ice vest was like melting off my body. That's why I just wear this on today. I still consider it accounting, right? I got the morph suit on. I'm just a floating head, and I can do cool stuff like this. Hold on. What's up, guys? Welcome to Kingdom Come Deliverance. I'm a knight. You almost can't even tell the difference. Where'd you get that hat? Amazon, baby. Hey. Look at me. Dying of dysentery. Happy Friday, BenQ. How's your day going, man? Yeah, you're perpetually stuck with the mindset of, ooh, piece of candy.
Lad, don't you want a little wager on the Rat-Aid tourney?
The one I just won? No. All right, we got a brand new haircut. We got a brand new goatee picked by chat. That was our reward for how well we did. I think I have everything basically unequipped. I think I might have been doing a little bit of thieving based on what I'm wearing right now. All the benefits, none of the fun.
Greetings.
I don't think he has any more work. So he's actually done. We only have the other Miller. He wants us to steal from what's her name? The lady that actually helped us here in Talmberg. But we need to get her lockpicking all the way up. Unless I'm kind of clever enough to kind of steal it off of her. But I'm going to wait until our lockpicking skill goes up to very hard locks. Other than that, I did notice some of these quest givers do end up running out of quest. So let's go through those and just start knocking out some side quests, right? We've been pushing through the main storyline to the point where people are like, I can't believe you're here already. So let's go and do some of the side stuff. All right, Mr. Man that I definitely didn't rob on day 2 or 3. Hello, I'm here to eavesdrop on your conversations.
My God.
Executioner Herman? Alishka, you doing okay?
Leave me be. What am I to do?
Then sit there and pout. Yo, you're part of a mission. The crying woman.
Do you know there's a girl crying on your doorstep?
I executed her husband.
Oh.
What? You killed him?
No, not like that. It was done lawfully.
Oh, lawful murder. That makes it better.
So then, why?
Folk would like to drive her out of town. She has no one here. For a while, I thought I could take care of her, but it wasn't to be.
Wow.
Do you really have to ask?
Yeah.
I can't even go to the tavern for company, and no one would sup their ale with me. And when I die, they'll probably push me into a hole with a stick so as not to touch my corpse.
Is it really that bad?
Really that bad?
I'm not complaining.
I'm gonna make more
mind.
tea.
It's a well-paid job, if you don't mind being a pariah. They might look sideways at you, too, just for talking to me.
And that's what she's afraid of?
Exactly.
Doesn't that crying girl have any kin?
Doesn't that crying girl have any kin?
None she knows of. Poor lass. You could help her, though, if you wanted.
Me? How?
Alishka has no family, but her husband might still have some kin. Nobody will talk to me, but you could find out more.
Why do you want to help her? What if she stayed with you? Let's go to the top one.
Why do you want to find her family anyway? Don't you want her to stay here?
I do. She's a splendid woman, but I'd never want to keep her here against her will. The life I lead isn't for everyone.
I'll help.
All right. I'll see what I can do.
My thanks.
Find her a new
If
husband.
only for the thought.
Raisin toast, but the raisins were a bit ripe. Oh, I hate raisins. I love grapes. Hate raisins. Always have. I remember when I was little, people would give me chocolate. They'd be chocolate with raisins, and I was like, thanks. I hate it. All right, my lady.
Why me?
Why me?
Herman sent me.
What a way to end up.
A widow in the 1400s? Yeah.
It could be a lot worse.
My death could be worse, and I'm not far from it.
Can I ask about your family?
What do you want to know?
Your relatives? What about your husband's family?
Don't you have any kin left? Someone who'd take you in?
No, they all died of the plague. And then I ended up with that man of mine. I always knew he'd get strung up one day.
Married him anyway. Girls like bad boys.
Didn't your husband have any kin?
Maybe. He mentioned some, but we never went to see them.
Is that all you know?
Yes. But if they're anything like my old man, the bailiff and his catchpoles will know about them.
Yep, should help her, but if Elishka had some kin who were willing to take her in, it would solve her situation. Only Elishka has no kin of her own, although her dead husband might have some family. I'll have to try and find out from the bailiff if they exist, and where they might be. Find Father Francis and ask him about his return. Oh yeah, we need to run to Sasau as well. Oh, that's so far though. I don't wanna. Gotta rob that lady. Find out from the bailiff if they exist. All right, guess we're going back to town. Let us go. Why me? I married a guy who I knew was gonna be executed. I think you live up here. Did you just trample some guy? No, lightly grazed, okay. Did I hit and run, maybe? Wait, are you looking for a job?
My respects to you.
And to you. Carrying water?
You're here about the water carrying?
I am. Where do I get some pails?
Hold your horses. We haven't decided yet who gets the job. I have to ask you a few things first.
What for? I can handle the job. But ask away.
I know that I'm crazy, Henken. They had got me tested. Fair enough. Hey, I got the stream for a bit. No, you good, Sin. Go get some rest, man. Actually, utilizing your smart alarm to actually wake up around 8 a.m. Whereas I usually wake up around 4 hours after that. Same, bro. What are you able to do?
What trade did you do before?
I worked in the mines, at the winch. You've heard of Tonda the winch, right?
Yeah.
Strong as a bull.
Ah, the name sounds familiar. You were one of the new miners, weren't you?
I was. I came last autumn.
Meow.
The winter was mild enough to work the mines, and I showed everyone I was a hard worker. So did I get the job?
We're not finished yet.
I almost don't want to hire this guy. Can you carry water?
Are you here because you want to carry water?
Well, I'd rather be back of the winch. Turning it so fast I'd make everyone's head spin. But now I want to carry water at least, since there's some money in it.
Or could you carry something else, like shit?
Well, there's also the option of carrying, shit.
Not a chance. I'm not carrying any shit around. And if anyone tries to make me, I'll break his legs.
Fair enough. You get paid twice as much.
And what if I told you that you get double the pay?
Didn't I mention something about breaking legs?
You did, but more money?
I wouldn't be Tonda the winch anymore. More like Tonda the stench.
How are you doing?
How are you holding up?
Not very well, I'll tell you that. I help out with something every once in a while and get some money for it. But it's not enough. Especially when the dice don't fall in my favour.
Sure. And have you tried looking for other work?
What for? They'll get the mines running again, and I'll have a real man's job.
What about joining the garrison?
And what about soldiering?
Why is
That's
he
real
getting
man's
pissed
work,
at
isn't
me?
It is, and I'd be good at it. When I land a punch, you'd think you were kicked by a horse. which I once showed to a soldier I fell out with over a game of dice. Only, I'm too smart for soldiering.
Yeah.
No doubt.
Yeah. What have you got against the bailiff?
I heard you lot don't want to talk to the bailiff.
I don't know much about that. The others didn't talk to him, so I kept my mouth shut as well. That's the way we do it at the mines. He didn't even really ask me anything anyway. Just mumbled something under his breath.
And what will I have out of helping you get the job?
What would you give me if I recommended you?
What could I give when I don't have a pot to piss in? All I have is a strong arm. Whenever I hit anything or anyone, they stay hit.
Well, if I get you the job, will you show me how to really hit someone hard?
I could. Deal then.
Deal.
Deal.
Reward from Tonda. That'll do.
I know everything I need.
So, can I go carry water then?
Not yet. I'll tell the bailiff and he'll choose.
Well, I hope he chooses me. Otherwise,
Max,
I
have a good
might
night,
be
buddy. Enjoy your
very
weekend.
Angry.
I'll bear that in mind. You don't frighten me.
If you think I'm afraid of you, you're mistaken.
We'll see. May the Lord watch over you.
This little shit. I'm literally in full plate. Want to catch these? Look at all these people looking for jobs.
Good health to you.
Can you carry water?
You're here about the water carrying?
Status
Aye.
adjustment, right?
I can hold water all day long.
So, do you want the job? There's plenty of other folk that will take it if you don't.
I do. I want it. What do I have to do?
How did you make a living before this?
So tell me, what was your trade before?
I was a miner, then a farm laborer, then I was a servant, then I fled from Skullets and ended up here.
Quite the fat totem, aren't you? Was none of those jobs good enough for you?
I liked them all, but they were always sending me to do something else. Pickman, they'd say. Leave this and go and do that.
Your name is Pickman?
Pickman. That's your name.
Actually, my real name's Vassen, but they call me Pickman.
Is that German?
No, it's from when I was in the mines, digging with a pick.
Very literal. Or you can carry something else?
Besides water, you could carry... you could empty latrines.
What? Carry shit? That'd be a new one for me.
He didn't say no.
It's not a thing I'd go around boasting about.
So you're keen on carrying water?
I've been keen on it since I got up this morning.
And you had another job before this morning, or what?
No. I was just joking.
I like this guy. How are you doing, man?
How are you holding up, anyway?
What can I tell you? I've seen better days for sure.
You're not talking to the bailiff?
What happened with the bailiff? He couldn't get a word out of anybody.
That peacock, what was strutting up and down and shouting at everyone? He told me he'd no time to listen to a buffoon like me. So I shut my mouth.
What will I get out of it?
Well, I could put in a good word for you, but you'll have to scratch my back, too.
Fair enough. Show me where it itches.
No, you dolts. It's just a saying. Like, I do something for you, and you
He's
do
a
something
little
for
simple,
me.
this one.
Ah, right. I see. Well, as it happens, I've got something great for you. Treasure you wouldn't dream of.
Uh-huh. Treasure?
Treasure, you say? Right, you got my attention.
I see you're a smart man. A man who knows a thing or two about the world. I've got... Wait for it. I've got a piece of the Queen of Sheba's sword.
Who's that?
Never heard of her.
Yeah.
Who's she?
She was a great queen in ancient times. She gave Solomon a sword with magical powers.
Debatable.
Magical, eh? You shouldn't believe everything you hear.
No, it's true. It's in the Bible. And this sword, once it's put back together, nothing can stop it. It can cut through bones, teeth, even steel and stone.
I see. But you've only got one piece. What's that good for?
I couldn't get it all. The fellow I bought it off didn't have the rest. He sold off bits and pieces. But they've got powers of healing, you see? And put strength in your... you know... manhood. What do you say? Deal?
All right,
We'll
agreed.
shake on it. I'll get you the job, and you'll give me the piece of the Queen of Sheba's sword.
Agreed.
The Sword of Exodia. We will collect all the pieces. No, not Taylor. What's up, Rock? Why did I call you Rock?
To you.
Carrying water.
You're one of the people interested in work?
Well, Alex told me that I'm supposed to ask about a job carrying water.
That's right. But first, I'll ask you a few questions. You are...
Peter, but everyone calls me Rock. There was more than enough Peters in the mines, and not just in the mines. So,
Were you a miner?
at the mines. So you're a miner?
that's right. I worked in the East Shaft, and I hope I'll be working there again. Now that I think of it, have you heard anything from their lordships? When will they open the mines again?
I don't know, and that's not what I'm here for. I don't know what they're planning. Definitely open them.
I don't know and don't care. I'm not here because of that.
I suppose not.
Can you carry water?
How badly do you want to carry water?
Well, right now there doesn't seem to be much work around for miners, and at least I can earn a few groschen.
It's not easy work, though. It's a long way to carry water.
Do you think it was easier in the mines? Digging through rock on your knees all day for months on end?
Fair enough. Pizza! Hi, just got home, lurking while I get all refreshed and fed. Have a freaking good meal. It's Pizza Babe. Can we get a shout out for Pizza Babe? Happy Friday. You can carry something else?
There's one more option. Carrying shit.
What? For the knacker?
It's a job.
But what would people say? I need money badly, but I couldn't go back to mining after that.
You get twice the pay.
But it will be twice the pay.
The money would help, true enough. What about afterwards? I don't want to be carrying shit all my life.
There's more money in it. Radzig will surely take care of it. Let's go with this one. Yeah. 11 plus 3 bonus.
Look at it this way. You earn double the money in the same time, or the same money in half the time. That's not bad, is it?
Well, you have a point. I could get it over and done with quickly, and... All right, I'll take it.
Yes!
I suppose it won't kill me.
We got a
Good.
ship man.
I'm sure you won't regret it.
Cool. How are you getting on, man?
How are you holding up?
You mean this here? Well, I've got feeling back in my arm again.
What happened to it, anyway?
That time in Skalitz. I was knocked down by a horse, but it's better now.
But your arm is crippled? Can you handle it?
But can you handle carrying water? It's no easy matter.
Sure I can. Like I said, my arm's fine.
Okay. You don't want to speak to the
The
bailiff?
bailiff said he couldn't get a word out of you.
Well, he's not the most popular man around here, after everything that's happened. You can't blame us.
Maybe, but if you lot had just talked to him, I wouldn't have to run around dealing with this, and you'd all have a few groschen by now.
You might be right. But there's no point crying over spilt milk.
What's it worth to you?
What would you give if I put in a good word for you?
Good word.
Sure. If I put in a good word for somebody to the bailiff, then that someone has a better chance.
But I haven't got a pot to piss in. I lost everything, and I'm in debt too. But I might know about an opportunity.
Everyone's
Hey?
had something.
What kind of opportunity?
I heard about it at the mine, before Skalitz was raised.
Added me.
So, what did you hear?
They found something they wanted kept a secret. There weren't any rumours about a silver scene, but what else could it be?
The punishment for stealing the king's silver is hanging or burning at the stake.
I know, but you can't be burned for stealing silver nobody knows about.
You got me there.
That's enough for now.
Farewell.
Farewell. So many people. You, Vincent.
God be with you.
Are you here about work?
Are you here on account of the water carrying?
Yes, I am. My name is Vincent.
Nice to meet you. I'll ask a few
Добрый
questions
день,
and we'll
Vincent.
see.
Jak
All right?
znasz?
Fine. Ask away.
How'd you make a living before?
What did you do before this?
I work for my father.
Doing what? Who's your father, anyway?
He was Moimir.
Bohemia.
We had a farm near Scarlet's.
Really? His farmhands came to the tavern a lot, but I never saw you there.
I don't go to taverns.
Virgin! You can carry water?
So you're probably here about carrying water, right?
Aye.
Hi.
I want to carry water.
That's all? You've nothing more to add?
That's what's needed, ain't it?
Well, wait, I don't need more latrine cleaners?
How are you holding up?
Well, I'm alive. But I miss my father.
Aw.
And the farm, too.
Aw.
But Ma says there's no use dwelling on
Aw.
it. Life must go on.
I wish I could. You know who you are. You know who I'm talking to. You haven't been talking to the bailiff?
What happened with Bailiff? He couldn't get a word out of anybody.
I don't know. I didn't talk to him at all.
And what will I get out of it?
And what would you give me if I put in a good word for you?
I've got nothing to give.
Oh, come now.
Peasants,
You
man,
say
am I
you want
right?
the job, so prove it to me.
Mother told me I should go and help. If you don't want my help, fair enough.
What a little baby.
That's enough for now.
May the Lord watch over you.
My mom said I should get a job.
Good day to you. What do you need?
Are you here for work?
You're interested in carrying water?
I am.
Aye.
It's about time something good came to decent folk.
I don't like
I
this
agree.
guy.
Now, I'll ask you a few questions.
What? But I want the work and I deserve it. Keep your questions for good-for-nothings.
What do you do before work?
What makes you so deserving? How did you make a living before this?
I was the owner of a mine. Well, I had a lease on it. But in our line of work, it amounts to the same thing.
The chief, eh? But have you ever hauled a bucket of ore up a hill?
There's no hill in a mine. Just a shaft with a winch.
Wow. Carrying water is hard work. Are you up to it? Or you can empty latrines.
There's also the option of, emptying latrines.
Are you trying to insult me?
Yeah.
That's no job for a decent Christian.
Find me
True.
one.
That's why it pays double.
Double, hey? Well, that's not bad, not
That was
bad.
easy.
But, for a man of my stature, no doubt there are more needy souls. Double.
He's like, I'm a whore for money. Well, that guy is. How are you doing?
How are you holding up in Rattay?
Not too well. I've tried offering my administrative abilities at the rat house, but the bailiff treats me like a peasant.
He's not an easy man to deal with, true enough.
That's all.
But if you show him what you're capable of,
Well, if he gives you a chance to show him,
What happened with the bailiff?
and the bailiff complained he couldn't get a word out of you.
I refused to talk to him. Last time I did, he was vulgar, shouted and threatened to whip me. And then he comes and interrogates me.
Well, I can't see how that would put you off him.
What about this one?
It's hard work carrying water.
So he's taking care of a mine.
It's not quite the same thing, is it? You need brawn to carry water, not brains.
I wasn't born a mine owner, you know. I've done my share of hauling.
Any shit hauling?
What would you give me if I put in a good word for you?
So that's how it is it? An honest person can't get a job, only one who'll stoop to bribing?
Come now. I just want to help, but I'll have my job cut out persuading the bailiff to take you.
All right. I don't have anything, but I know the armourer in Sasau, and he'll give you a good price if I have a word with him.
Ah. That can't hurt.
Cheap armour might come in handy, all right? Done.
Done. As soon as I get the job, come
Welcome to
and see me,
networking.
and I'll tell you all about it.
That's enough for now.
Take care now.
Find Father Francis, ask him about his return. Go back to the bailiff and tell him who you chose. Find Father Francis. Oh, that's right. I need to do this before I turn that in. Find out more from the bailiff for tough love. Okay. Let's do that one. I think he's upstairs. Wait, are you guys here for work too? Oh my God. Oh, that's Rock. It's just a townsman. Baron.
Good health to you.
Trouble with a wife?
Trouble at home?
You overheard us, did you?
Not really.
She's a good woman. Normally we don't quarrel, but things have been hard on us these days.
It's hard for everyone here. Couldn't I help you in some way? This could be a fail.
And is there some way I could help you? People here know me. I've helped a few of them.
You're right. Folk have been talking about you. All right, I'll tell you. When I was running from Skullets, I left some valuables hidden under a dovecote in front of our house. You know where we lived, right?
It could be you're not the only one who knows about the treasure.
Oh my God! I hope we haven't been robbed.
Hopefully not as yet.
In any case, the coin would really come in handy right now, but I'm afraid to go back there alone. Do you think you could?
I'll help.
Of course. I'll try to bring it back for you.
Thank you so much, Henry.
You're welcome, dude.
Good luck to you.
Good luck to you, man. Your rock's already good. Any other people? You there. Villager. Townswoman. Cornelius. Soothsayer. Now let's go. Alright, let's see what old bailiff has for Mr. Henry. Vascalets. Mr. Bailiff.
Jesus Christ be praised.
Okay, we need to stay away from the carriers for now. But this one.
Master Bailiff, is there anything of interest going on here?
I should say so. The bishop's vicar came to Ujits, and not even Sir Hanush knows what he's after in these parts. Something must be up, but I couldn't tell you more than that.
Okay.
Do you know Elishka, the wife of the man who was hanged recently? The one that's with the executioner now? That's her. Life can be cruel sometimes.
Right. And do you know if she has kinfolk somewhere around?
How should I know? Now, if you don't mind, I'm very busy.
You have one less thing to deal with? Surely you know me. Let's go with this one.
If Elishka stays with the executioner, it'll end up being your problem anyway.
Christ, oh, all right then. Tell the scribe.
Thanks. Which one?
Where can I find him?
He's suffering with some ailment, so no doubt he'll be lying in his chambers above his study, on the top floor of the rat house.
Rat house. Goodbye, bailiff. Okay, so he's over here. The top floor. Pardon? Pardon? Excuse me, guys. Excuse me. Excuse me. Mr. Scribe. Must be up there. You there, Mr. Sick. Guy sleeping with his shoes and clothes on. Somehow hovering also over the bed.
God be with you.
The bailiff sent me.
The bailiff sent me.
That's another matter then. What do you need, friend?
Yo, Cycling Boy, first from Shadow, welcome in. Happy weekend. Records about people.
Is it possible to find out from the records where someone lives?
Cycling Boy, thank you for the
You think
follow.
we keep records of every serf? For Christ's sake, they breed like rabbits.
But I thought that in the rat house, though, in the books...
Boy, the books are for recording pacts, undertakings, punishments, property rights, and so forth. In other words, important things. We don't keep records of serfs.
Elishka won't be happy about that.
Elishka? You don't mean the one who married into the Mishek family?
Aye.
Yes. Yes, you know her.
Why wouldn't I? I used to play dice with old Mishek years ago. He had a son. A nice, polite lad. How is he?
Finally got the IAE rewards today. Took them an extra day. Let's go sabotage. Tied up. He's well.
Oh, you know, he's quite tied up these days.
Well, if you see him, tell him to swing by.
And where are the Misheks living now?
A stone's throw from Rate by the small fish pond.
Thanks.
Whoa. What do you got for Rate? How's life here?
What's life like in Ratai?
I'm pretty good. A little tired.
Life is
Still
good
going
here.
from last night.
Even better if them damn refugees would only vanish.
Have you heard anything about those Cumans?
Have you heard anything about the Cumans in Sigismund's army?
Everywhere they go, they pillage, rape, and slaughter, or so the tales have it. Of course, all armies do that, but them barbarians take pleasure in it.
Aye.
See you later.
Thank you, Scribe. Let's go get that lady a family. Yeah, it's basically, this is stream number 2, essentially in the same day. I woke up at like 7 or 8 p.m. yesterday, streamed for 8-ish hours with Baldur's Gate, had some chores and stuff to do, and then we're back. We got a new job starting Sunday.
Ow! Ow! Watch what you're doing! There's people walking here!
What a dummy. Isamasu 07's happy weekend. By the fish pond. Go and see Elishka's husband and family. Hey, man, I don't think I've actually gone down that. Oh yeah, I've definitely been here because I think we checked out that cave. There's a shortcut down there? No, it's probably best to go out and around. All right, let's get out of here. Need my new horse.
Yeah.
Oh, another Miller. No shit. You know he's gonna have some crazy stealing quests. You there, elderly woman.
What do you want?
Oh my god. She's like 32. I have news about Elishka.
I've got information about your daughter-in-law. Elishka's fine, only she needs...
Never heard of her. Get lost.
She's your kid.
She's your nearest kin. Elishka's part of your family, and she really needs you.
I won't help anyone.
You old hag. I can make it worth your while. I'm gonna go with old hag.
Listen, you old hag. If you interrupt me one more time...
Fuck off!
Yo, Riddick with a gift of sub to Cycling Boy. Let's go. Ladies and gents, get some raves and chat cycling. Enjoy your emos and enjoy your ad-free viewing. Hopefully, if you come into summer, it'll actually be summer. It feels like we had 2 weeks of sun this year, well, which is okay. You know, I live in Florida. We get like 90% sun. Like right now, what is it? December 6th. It is a solid 63 degrees Fahrenheit. Most Floridians are wearing beanies. Well then, time to put her to the sword. What's up, Avatori? I don't want to bribe this lady.
I could make it worth your while.
Really? And what is it you want?
Your son's widow needs help. She has nowhere to go.
What do I care about some useless girl?
A fire could be dangerous. Wow, that's a very very dramatic. This might help. She would help. Let's try this one.
She could help you with the farm. She definitely knows how to take care of things.
A bit of help would come in handy.
That's all it
Send
took?
her here then, but don't let her think she'll be taking it easy. She'll have her work cut out.
Yo, DX, good afternoon, buddy. Happy weekend.
And if I hear a peep out of her, I'll take a stick to her back.
Listen, I don't want to hear about your foreplay. Sweet. Well, that was easy. Speaking of, home inspection. Talk to Executioner Herman. Go back to Herman and decide what she should do. Then we should talk to this Miller, because he's probably going to have some thievery quests. In first playthrough, we do it all.
What do you want?
That's kind of rude for somebody who literally just saved your life. You stop crying.
You're not crying now?
I'm not. I've wept enough for a lifetime.
Making you laugh watching this humor?
My last visit.
Good.
I haven't had much luck in my life, but I've always worked things out in the end. Tears are no help to anything.
That's true.
So, did you find out something about them?
I did. I found your husband's father and mother, and
expensive European
they're willing
stream
to
house.
take you in.
But
they're not all that nice. Just they take you in. Let's go with this one.
They're not very nice people, Elishka. They probably work you to the bone, but you would get fed.
life is never easy.
Not in
But
1400s.
at least I'd have a family.
I'll discuss it with Herman. Yeah, let's do that.
You're right. I'll have another talk with Herman.
Good luck, then.
Also, feel free to leave a comment like that, Veda Key, on the video. You know what I mean? We'll take the feedback.
I have to...
Elishka's looking better.
She is, but she's not happy. God sent the poor girl great trials.
Indeed.
Did you know her whole family was wiped out by the plague?
Yes.
She was barely 12.
Oh.
Losing your family isn't easy.
Ah, sorry, I wasn't thinking. So, did you find out anything about that kin of hers?
Yeah, they're assholes. Found them, but I don't like them. Yeah.
I have. I tracked them down. They say they'd take her in, but I'm not sure she'd do well there.
Leave that to her. I just hope she'll be better off than now.
Would you like Alishka to stay?
I've heard the way you talk.
Good mood. Happy Friday. How you feeling?
Would you like Elishka to stay?
You know, Hal, she was always the sweetest girl. When she came with her family to retire, still single, she was a sight to behold. And it might surprise you, but she even had a word or two for me now and again. It grieved me when she married that wastrel.
Aww.
It was a foolish idea.
What a
And
romantic.
I always thought maybe she and I could... Well, fate likes a good laugh. Now I've strung up her old man. I have her under my roof. After all the years I was thinking of her. I don't want her to
I killed her
leave, but
husband. Now I'm... Yeah.
I don't want her to be unhappy here either.
I talk to her again. Tired? Work's been kicking your ass. How are you? Doing pretty tired too. I'm still going from yesterday. I took a little bit of a nap, but then like for all this FEMA stuff, they called me at like 5 p.m. I was like, God damn it. Where will you stay?
You made your mind up?
I can't decide. I don't know Mishik's-kin at all, but at least I'd have a family.
You should go with your family. You should stay with Herman. Oh, what a choice. Can I pause? I can't. I think you should stay. I think they should stay together. That family would be family, but you know they're assholes. I think we should have her stay with Herman. I think that's romantic. He did kill her husband, but you know, he seems like a nice enough guy.
Herman could give you a family too.
He's a decent, upright fellow.
Oh.
I've met none better, and that's the honest truth. But he's an executioner.
And what's the problem? That the other women won't chat with you down at the creek? Did that sort of gossip ever interest you anyway? He's a fine man, isn't he? He's willing to take care of you, and he has the means to do it, and he wants you. He's so sick with love for you, he can't even sleep.
But did he really say that?
He told me he's been in love with you for years. He said he always thought you were the
romantical.
sweetest girl in Ratai.
That's true. We used to meet now and again and exchange a few words. Well, he always treated me nicely. By all that's holy. You're right. I'll stay here.
Happy ending! Oh.
Herman,
Yes?
can I stay here with you?
You mean for good?
If you don't want me to.
You can! By God, you can! Ah. You've made me the happiest man in the world.
Aw, that was so cute. What a happy ending. Okay, now I can rob them. Got a hankering for a banana. Coughed. That was so awful. Okay, well, that was super nice. You all happy now?
Thank you, Henry. I've a feeling with Herman I can finally find some happiness.
You will.
Yeah,
The two of you are made
happiness.
for each other.
That's what you're really after.
Thank you, Hal. Thank you.
Think
Ow.
nothing of it. The main thing is everything worked out well.
It did. It did. Thank you. And I want you to have this. God almighty. I've got Alishka. After all these years, me, the executioner, has the woman he loves.
Aw, 150 groschen. Am I a pimp? What do you guys say? We go see what's down here. Kind of want to explore this part of the map. There's got to be some stuff. We do need to make a run out to Sasa. We got a lot of stuff there anyway. A lot more exploring to do. But let's wrap it up here in the city before we get on out of here. Oh, that was so nice. What's this guy? Sir Hanush? You got for me, dog?
God be with you, lad. What can I do for you?
I met the priest. I met the parish priest in Ushitz. You asked for me, sir?
Sir, I met the parish priest of Ujitz, and I must say he's a very interesting man.
I should say so. Have you ever seen him at swordplay? Not bad for a man of the cloth, is he? Rumor has it, when he finished his studies at the university where his father sent him, he decided the religious life wasn't for him, and vanished to foreign parts. They say he made a living as a mercenary. I even heard he fought against the Turk at the Battle of Kosovo, and then he suddenly came back and settled down here. No doubt it cost his family plenty, but he's a fair man and I'm fond of him. There's a lot to be said for a priest with a good understanding of vice.
Aye.
Henry, just the man I want to see. I need help with something.
What's the problem, sir?
The Archbishop's vicar has come to Ujitz. I don't know why exactly, but the rumor is that he's on the hunt for heretics, which frankly never meant any good, especially for me.
Oh, Robo specifically. Robo has no caffeine. Earl Grey has caffeine, and the citrus flavor comes from the bergamot. Bergamot. What does a vicar do?
I'm sorry, but I'm not really up on religious ranks, sir. What does a vicar do, exactly?
You don't have to apologize. It's the devil's own
I like
work
this guy.
to make sense of their twisted hierarchy. The vicar is short for vicarious, meaning in place of. He has full power to act on his superior's behalf.
I see.
Okay, that checks out then, Weasel.
In this case, sadly, the superior in question is that nincompoop, Archbishop
V-I-C-A-R, Vicar.
Hassenberg.
V-I-C-A-R, yeah. What should I do about him?
What should I do about him, then?
Firstly, find out why he's really here. He might truly be on the hunt for heretics, which wouldn't be good news. Or it's equally possible he's here to size up my estate, which would be even worse.
I understand. And then what?
The best thing for me and all concerned would be for him to pack his bags and go back to Prague.
And how can I, encourage him to do that? I can't just kick him out, can I?
No, of course not. But if you can make him believe there's nothing to find here, he'll be off in no time. So tell him I've sent you to assist him.
I understand. And my task is to assist him in finding nothing.
Indeed.
I'll get started right away. What if there actually are heretics?
And what if there really are heretics?
My boy, my boy. Have you ever seen a heretic?
Yeah.
No.
No.
There, you see. I haven't either. Most of the time, the prelates just invent them to scare folk with. So don't put much faith in their existence.
But
what if there really are some? Then deal with them. But make sure that interfering bastard gets out of here.
You called the Roybos to Bill Cosby's to mess with your meds and made you drunk? Really? Wonder what it was in there. You have a problem with the Archbishop?
are you at odds with the Archbishop in some way, sir?
No, I've never even seen him. But that's no guarantee he doesn't have his eye on my estate.
But how could he get his hands on it?
He's an archbishop. They have long fingers, my boy. And now, without the king around, it's the perfect time to amass a nice little hoard. Believe me, I know. They say in Prague that he's a complete dolt. But I rather doubt that.
Why?
All the Hare clan are as shrewd as they come. I know that better than most.
Uh-huh.
I'll get started right away.
Very well. I'll get going straight away.
Good luck, lad, and be careful. Clergymen are wily weasels, so take care.
I'll be careful. Don't worry, Sir.
Heard they're working on Witcher 4? I still gotta play that entire series. Oh, you little shits wanna go? Combat mode activated. You're gonna set up a trap right outside the castle? You absolute fools.
Hey, you piece of shit. Hand over that purse right now.
Oh shit, he just master strike me. Mercy kill. It's all in the visor, baby. Nice. Good boy. What's he got on him? This is worth some money. That 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 is worth some money. What was that? What was that? So was that? There he is here. First time in Sasso? No. Bathhouses? Let me just say thief.
That's him.
Get him, dog. Get him. Get him, puppy.
So
good boy. I got him. Your punishment is death. And I'll take that bread. And I'll take that pretzel. Hello, good man.
You showed him.
Beef?
And did you get the loot back?
Might as well explore some of these bathhouses. I did.
I did. I have it here.
Thank you. That thieving magpie. You can't trust anyone these days. And just so you know, I'm no pinch purse.
Ooh.
Here's a small reward.
Thanks.
That guy just died for 3 bandages and 4 groschen. I just gotta figure out where the hell this guy went. To the tavern. There he is. Didn't mean to imply that. Oh no, it's okay. You don't look sketchy at all. I need your help, Father. Agnes asks if you'll return to St. James.
Father, I need your help urgently.
You? I recognize you. You're the Skelett's blacksmith's son.
Yes, that I am.
I'm sorry. What did you want?
It may sound strange, but I need you to go back to St. James. The locals need their spiritual shepherd.
No, certainly not, my boy. That's one place I shan't be going back to.
Why? It's your parish. How did you get out of Skalitz? Have you no shame? You're a hypocrite. Would more money convince you?
To the women, God bless them.
You got 11 on speech and a 9 on the other one. But those are only 2 choices. We'll go top
Why?
one.
It is your parish, after all.
A parish that's little but a ruin these days. And besides, God forgive me, but I'm afraid. All kinds of ruffians are on the rampage around Skalitz.
It isn't completely safe, but most of them are gone.
As my father used to say, why take the risk?
How did you manage to get out of Skalitz?
I didn't. I wasn't there during the raid. I was here at Sassau for confession.
And why aren't you with our folks at Rattay? What if Sir Radzig has need of you?
Look, here I'm an honored guest and well cared for. In Rattay, there's hardly room enough for the refugees already there. And what's more, the parish priest doesn't like me, which happens to be mutual. The last thing I want to be doing is haggling with him over where I can sleep or how many slices of bread I'm allowed to eat.
He certainly isn't known for being generous.
I thought I was alluding to you at the time having almost no save potions or combat potions or rest. And you were going to try to clear out the camp you were scouting. Oh, yeah, fair. I didn't realize there was like a whole fort. Oh, man. Have you no shame or you're a hypocrite? I don't know. Have you no shame?
Don't you feel any shame? Think of all those Christians who faced death and never betrayed their faith.
That's something else entirely.
No, it's not. They weren't afraid to face death, and you're squirming at the thought of some slight danger.
Haven't you seen how they ransacked the place? Does that seem slight to you? Well, not to me.
The Cumans are gone, but the townsfolk won't come back. And why should they, when the man who ought to set an example, the one they look up to, is shitting himself?
I am ashamed.
Oh, no.
More than you can imagine, but not quite enough to get myself killed for it. I'm a man of the cloth, not a man at arms. So, I shall politely decline your offer.
I mean, no point trying the other one, right? Because they're both going to be the same number. They're both going to fail. Oh, yeah. Look at that. He's got good 3 points on me. I guess I could pay him.
What if they increased your income? Would that convince you?
My boy. I get tithes from the parishioners, and since my flock amounts to a flock of ravens these days, it won't come to much.
I know. That's why I've arranged a small collection for you, so you'll have something to live on before the parishioners return.
So that's what you're about. And how much have you put together? Your kind of horse trading is enough to insult a man. You know what? Just go.
Well, definitely fucked this up.
What if they increased your
Let's
income?
try that again. Let me see if it works.
Would that convince you?
My boy. I get tithes from the parishioners, and since my flock amounts to a flock of ravens these days, it won't come to much.
I know. That's why I've arranged a small collection for you, so you'll have something to live on before the parishioners return.
So that's what you're about. And how much have you
Thanks
put
for the
together?
biddies. You got money falling out of your asshole as you walk? You can give the man 300. I can give him 250.
Agree?
Well now, a little more and we'll shake on it.
270.
Well and good then. Well and good. That's most satisfactory. And where will I live? My house in Skalitz must surely be in ruins.
Aye.
You can live right there at St. James. I'm sure the locals will be grateful enough to give you a roof over your head.
Well, it's true they've treated me kindly, and I do owe them. Very well. I will go back.
Thank you.
He's a twat not worth a
The
coin.
people from St. James will never forget this.
Agnes asked if you return to St. James.
Father, when do you plan to return to St. James?
I beg your pardon. Why do you ask, my boy?
Your housekeeper, Agnes, is in Rattay and doesn't want to work for anyone else. She's waiting for your return.
So she survived. Thank the Lord. I prayed for her and all who suffered, but I'm not going back. Tell her I appreciate her concern, but to look out for herself now. May the Lord watch over you.
That's good news. I'm gonna get drunk. Drink away your sorrows. That is good news. So, I think we can have her as a cook. So we took care of the cook. We have a pooper scooper, and we got the what do you call it? The water bearers.
Right here.
Here you go. Have your floor bacon.
And I heard the wild hunts appeared there.
Oh, please. The king...
Huh. I know you. I know you from somewhere. Where do I know you from?
The cover of the game.
One ale over here, please. Of course. My dream. You were in a boat made of bones, and I put a crown of thorns on your head.
Tell me about your dream.
All right. Tell me about this dream of yours.
That dream. Yes, that dream has come true. I dreamt that a young man would become my apprentice, my own pupil in the trade of miracles.
Here we are.
God damn it.
And that's supposed to be me?
Who else? What's your name, young man?
Henry.
Henry. A powerful name. So, Henry, are you ready to become my apprentice?
Coming right up.
First, tell me, who are you, and what do you do?
Me? I am an unworthy, low, and miserable servant of Providence. Scholar or merchant, believer or heathen, I wander the world without home or family, with only my wagon, offering miracles to those that need them. That's who I am.
Got it for you right
Without
here.
home or
Certainly,
kin,
I'll
I
fetch it right away.
wander this world with my wagon, providing the miracles that people need. Ointments, relics,
I love the music in this game.
aromatic herbs, rare spices, talismans and amulets for luck. All these things I have.
What does it entail?
What exactly does it entail, becoming your apprentice?
A lot of work and strenuous labor. Knowledge of medicine, theology, and white magic. You have to study
White
the
magic.
great works of the ancients
Racist.
and devote your time to understanding your fellow men, listening to them, and learn to read their souls.
That sounds easy.
Nothing to it.
That's why God has sent you. So what do you say?
What do you say? Apprentice? Come clean already. You just want 20 groschen and tug job behind the end. 20 groschen. I can haggle that down. Fuck it. Let's ball.
One ale, please.
All right, I'll be your apprentice.
Wonderful! Oh, glorious day! I have a successor in my work.
Aye.
So, how do you plan to start training me?
With a test of your practicals.
Meet me behind the end.
Oh.
I have my eye on 3 rare objects of great value. But sadly, they're a little difficult to obtain.
Huh. Go on.
Go on.
There, satisfied?
First, I need a tooth of Saint Procopius.
You want to
Then
pay you
I'll
less
need
than
a
20?
branch
Yeah.
from a topping out hung on a church.
Got it for you right here.
And finally, a talisman for luck.
yeah,
a
give me
passionate
minute.
Bloody hell, that's a lot.
Good help.
All right, one thing at a time.
Here we are. As you wish.
About the tooth.
There,
About that
satisfied?
tooth. It's going to be slightly more complicated, isn't it?
I know. Yes, it would be very difficult to gain such a rare relic, of course. That's why I have an alternative solution.
I'm listening.
A layman named Procopius lives by the monastery, and it just so happens, thanks to my intricate medical knowledge, that I found out he has a sick tooth.
How do you know he has a sore tooth?
How did you find out he has a sore tooth?
As it happens, he told me at the tavern. But that's not important.
Hmm.
And how am I supposed to get the tooth?
I haven't the faintest idea. You'll have to think of something. But maybe you'll be able to persuade him to let the blacksmith pull it.
Yes, quite. Hmm. Very well, I'll get it.
Fine, I'll get it from him.
Wonderful.
Let's top it out.
This topping out? What's that?
You're not a carpenter, it seems.
No, I'm a blacksmith.
I see. Well, topping out is a decorated spruce or a conifer tree hung on top of the roof of a new house to bring good fortune and God's blessing.
Quite. We can make our own? How am I supposed to get it down? Let's do this one.
Oh.
We can make
And
our
all
own.
we need to do is break off a branch somewhere, buy a few ribbons, and we've got our own homemade topping out right there.
You don't understand, young man. The topping out was sanctified by a priest, and it hangs on the highest church far and wide. You can't just replace it with a decorated branch.
Fair enough.
From blacksmith to tooth fairy. As a Florida man, you could just give him some meth and wait. The long con. I say either knock him out or convince him to go to a dentist. How am I supposed to get it down?
That topping off is hung pretty high, isn't it?
Naturally. It hangs on the rooftop according to tradition. And the church is tall.
And how am I supposed to get it down?
Damned if I know. But they had to get it up there somehow, didn't they?
I get it then.
Very well. I'll get it.
Where can I find the player's talisman?
This player's talisman? Where am I supposed to find it?
I actually have a specific one in mind. Here at the inn, there's a dice player who always has a cat's paw with him. That's supposed to bring him luck.
It's supposed to be a rabbit's paw?
A cat's paw? I thought players bring along a rabbit's paw for luck.
I thought so too. But this man is winning one game after another, so cats are clearly even more powerful than rabbits.
Oh.
Oh. Checks out. How am I supposed to get it?
How am I supposed to get the talisman from him?
I haven't a clue.
Useless.
It won't be easy, but I'm sure you'll find a way.
We'll see.
Ugh, I'll get it.
Very well. I'll get you the paw.
Frickin' fetch quest, man. I'll go look for those things.
I'll get looking for those things then.
Excellent. You do that, my journeyman. Good luck.
Thanks, dude. Wait, relics for the charlatan?
About those other things you wanted from me. About that tooth. It's gonna
if a
be
rabbit's foot was
slightly more
lucky,
complicated,
it'd still all be attached to rabbits?
Yes, it would be very difficult to gain such a rare relic, of course. That's why I have an alternative solution.
I'm listening.
A layman named Procopius lives by the monastery. And it just so happens, thanks to my intricate medical knowledge, that I've found out he has a sick tooth.
Wouldn't that be swindling people?
It is, and it isn't. If I sell that tooth as the tooth of Saint Procopius, then it certainly is deceitful. But if I sell it as a tooth from Procopius of Sasau, then I'm cheating nobody.
Does it really matter whose tooth I bring then?
Of course it does. The name Procopius in this holy land is shrouded with mystical powers. Sometimes I might play a trivial trick on someone, but I assure you, I'm no swindler.
Okay. For the cat's paw thing reminds me of very much of Sir. We found a witch. May we burn her? Cats stronger than rabbits? That's blasphemy, you heretic. All right, let's go get the stuff.
I'll get it from him.
Wonderful.
Wonderful, wunderbar.
I'll get looking for those things then.
Excellent. You do that, my journeyman. Good luck.
Thanks. And I'll see you in a month or two. Quest giver. I guess we're going to the church. Johanka? Johanka?
Johanka?
Johanka?
Henry?
I'm glad to see you.
Who is she?
Me too. I heard that you're doing well.
Aye.
Well, that depends.
You're alive. So you're doing well.
What's going on here?
What's happening here? Oh my god. Philip and... they're all...
Yes. Where do you think the wounded ended up?
Actually, I had no idea.
Well, now you know. Me and Nicodemus have been trying to keep things under control since Skalitz was raised. Just the two of us.
Can I help in any way?
So can I help at all?
Certainly. We can always use an extra pair of hands here. And it's been like that since the beginning.
I was in a bad way myself back then. They took me to Ratai unconscious, and I needed a healer. How is everyone holding up? What can I do?
Holding up? People here are dying, usually needlessly, and I can't do anything about it. We don't have enough food or space or anyone who's willing to help us.
Nobody helps you here?
Doesn't anyone help you with nursing these people? You've got scholars all around you.
Scholars, maybe, but they leave the healing up to God. Nicodemus is trying, but everything he knows is from his books.
That name is mighty sus. I can take a look for myself. What is this symbol? Here, let me use my green screen body.
I can't sleep again.
What is that symbol? Is that a band-aid? Or like a check mark? A cast? Like a wrapped hockey stick? Or a sock? God, bro. What is that? I'm pointing at it with my head.
Can I have a look at them myself? I know
Medical?
a little about healing.
Do you now? And what would you do if you burnt yourself at the forge?
First, you have to cool it down with water. Marigold ointment helps, and it's better if you don't bind it and let it breathe.
You do know what you're talking about. Looks like blacksmiths know about more than just pulling teeth.
Pulling teeth? Nothing to it. As long as you don't squeeze the pincers too hard and crush them.
Well, go and see if anyone needs anything. Just don't go pulling anyone's teeth.
Doesn't a monastery care for them?
Doesn't the monastery care for them?
They give us some food for them and a place to sleep, but I wouldn't say they help exactly. More like they just tolerate us.
Do you have enough food?
Do you have enough food?
Enough to survive, maybe. But convalescents need feeding up.
Maybe if I brought some meat, some game, that would strengthen them up.
That would be a great help.
Anything else you need?
Look around.
Well, it is a little crowded.
Crowded? I've had to leave some of the sick lying in the open air, even at night. And have you seen what they're lying on?
I'll try to negotiate better conditions with the monastery.
I tried that.
We can get drunk.
Out loud. They just nod their heads, but don't move a muscle.
I know how to get better conditions for the sick. Very well.
Very well.
That's a lot of meat. How are you doing?
And how are you doing? You're the only woman here, alone in the monastery.
Some of the monks speak to me, but other people act like I don't exist. Too bad the custodian isn't one of those.
Is the custodian causing you problems?
All the time. Apparently he has a wife somewhere, but that doesn't stop him. He's constantly strutting around in front of me.
And, what else?
What do you mean, what else? He's invited me to his home.
I could do something about it, if you liked.
No, I can deal with him. The last thing I need is you going around threatening people. It won't help me, and it definitely won't help the refugees.
Why is the guard outside?
Why is there a guard outside?
He's here because of me.
Because of you?
Yes. There was one time I just had enough of it all, of the way they treat us, and I almost slapped one of... But that doesn't matter.
What can you tell me about the custodian?
What can you tell me about the custodian?
He's supposed to be in charge of all the guards and the security of the monastery. But really, he has a say in pretty much everything, including supplies. And that's why he probably thinks he can do whatever he wants.
Okay.
All right, that's all I need to know.
Look, Henry, I know I can speak harshly, but I'm at the end of my tether.
Okay,
Last
girl.
week, Bohuslav died.
I don't know who that is.
Maybe you knew him.
Maybe.
And nobody even blinked an eye.
1400s.
We desperately need help.
I'll do whatever's in my power.
We gotta go rabbit hunting like crazy. Okay. Well, that took care of the quest giver there. I don't think we have another star. There is one on the way back out, though. We'll come back with rabbit meat. We'll knock all that out in one go. Really want to figure out what the hell that corner is, but we'll come back for that. Horse, here you are. All right, get a nice ride back home. What time is it right now?
What was that noise?
Oh, you! There it is. What's going on?
What's going on here?
We caught a cumin and locked him up in the barn.
How'd you catch him?
How did you manage to catch him? It's not like I underestimate you, but I can only assume he was armed.
Oh, he was. But he had a bit of bad luck. I went for water in the morning, and all of a sudden I saw a man on a horse riding through the ford. Halfway down the ford, the horse got wild and threw him into the water. I waded in and pulled him up on the shore, and then I realised he was a cumin. Luckily for me, he'd hit his head and was out cold, so I dragged him into the barn.
What's gonna happen to him?
And what plans do you have for him?
What do I know? The miller told me to guard him. You'll have to ask him what he's got in mind.
All right, I'll ask him.
Interesting.
Interesting.
Okay, things just got spicy.
Hey, who's there?
It's me, the guy you just talked to.
I'm honored that a knight such as you takes an interest in me.
I heard something about a captive cumin. Is there work here for carpenters?
Is there any work here for carpenters?
In this day and age, I'm glad I can support myself.
Something about a cumin?
One of your hands told me you're holding a cumin captive.
You've heard correctly. I have my own plans for him, but I need a bit of help.
How did you do it?
How did you do it? It's not every day a miller's helper catches an enemy of the crown.
That's true. My hands will be more than happy to tell you how they caught him.
Cumin belongs on the Rate gallows.
I'm in the service of Radzig Cobbler, and that cumin should be swinging from the Ratai gallows.
Maybe, but I'm not taking him there. I don't have time. I'd rather throw him into the mill run.
I can take him there.
I can take him there for you.
That's generous of you. And you'd just happen to get the reward for him too, wouldn't you?
I'll bring you the whole reward back.
No, I'll bring you the whole reward back.
Don't take it personally, but I'm just not a trusting man. Give me the money in advance and you can take him. What you do with him then is up to you.
I'll skill him and everything. How much do you want? I'm not gonna pay for him. My patience with you is running out. I'll go tell Perkston and tell them what you're doing.
You know what? Let's do this a different way. I'll go and ride to Perkston. There, I'll tell Sir Radzig about a miller at the Bajinski mill who's hiding a cumin raider, and then we'll see who ends up in the mill run.
But that's not true. I'm not hiding anyone.
It won't be up to you to judge what's true and what isn't.
Fine. Go ahead and take that fucking human. And go with him to hell for all I care.
I'll bring you... See, that wasn't so hard. I'll bring you half of the bounty back. I can't give him the full one still.
I will. To Ratai, but thanks.
Good luck to you.
Take the prisoner. And I'm starting to think I'm not up here. Where is there another miller? Oh my god, I went north? I'm up here. Oh, I should probably go snag that shrine then too. Where is it? Oh no, I am over here. Okay, cool. I am good at reading. Looking for some plants, might as well.
All day. You won't give it a bloody rest. Ice.
I'm here about the cumin.
I've come to ask about that cumin.
Ask away.
I guess that's it.
Interesting.
So tell me, what are you going to do with that bloody cube?
It's up to the old man.
Up to the old man. Look at all this nettle. Lockpick. What, I gotta tell you instead?
I'm here for the cumin.
What?
The miller told me I can take him away. He's headed for the rat-eye gallows.
Right.
Right.
Don't just stand there then. Open up.
Oh. Very well.
What?
Mit akartok már megint? Miért nem hagysz nyugodtan megdögleni? Te érzéketlen szentság, miért?
Get up. The executioner in Rat-Eye can't wait to meet you.
Mi? Mi történik?
Stop talking and get up.
Oh, free ride home. That's kind of funny.
Please, no, Ratai.
How about that? You do understand. And you don't want to go to Rat-Eye? If I were you, I'd feel the same way.
Please, money, underground.
Money, you say?
Money, you say? I'm listening.
Igen, me, freedom, you money.
One moment, I'm not letting you go.
Freedom, you money.
I'm no fool, you'll escape. We're going to Rate. Take me there and I promise I'll let you go. I'm not gonna let you go, but I'll have that coin.
Freedom? Not a chance. Now show me where you've hidden the money and we can carry on.
Want money?
Yes, me want money. We go. Take me to it. And then you'll get what you deserve.
I think I'm about to get jumped. Oh, I don't like where that's going. Oh, I'm dead. I'm so dead.
Már nincs messze.
No! I can't do both? I want to save scum. When's the last time we saved? Oh, I should have saved before I picked up the cumin. You don't want to town or that banana. Better not be.
Rossz helyen vagy, rossz időben.
Segítség! A nyomomban van!
You ain't getting away, buddy. I had a feeling.
A nyomomban van! Merci! Pénz! Tudom hol a... Ne! Kérlek, ne ölj meg! I'm money!
Like I believe you. I won't fall for that a second time, you Hungarian swine.
No, money, truth!
Oh man, I didn't loot the other guys. I should have looted the cumins. Ah, fuck it.
You're crying at the wrong grave. You'll have to beg Sir Radzig for mercy at the Rat-Eye gallows.
Execute? No, that's not my job. Oh, that's 66. Yeah, I am not riding all the way back home. I'll take the free ride to Rate. We'll play it safe.
What are you playing at with that weapon?
Get the bounty from the bailiff. Ah, you dummy. Joke's on you, I'm good at the sword. Tell Agnes' father wants her back. Okay, go back to the bailiff and tell who you chose. Oh yeah, we have so many missions about to complete here. Read? Pay indulgence? Oh!
Thy mercy we take refuge, O Blessed Virgin.
Oh, Blessed Virgin. Ratai Parish Priest. About Ratai. You heard anything about those Cumans?
Have you heard anything about the Cumans in Sigismund's army?
Terrible things. Horrible. I hear they skin people alive and what they do to the women folk. Better take your own life than fall into their hands. Beasts they are. Animals.
Okay. Sounds good.
Good luck to you.
All right, sister.
And get a move on, because you really don't smell good.
Ooh, sorry.
I asked around in Sasau. Father Francis is doing well in Sasau. He has no plans to return to St. James anytime soon.
You talked to him? How is he doing? Doesn't he need his cassock fixed? He's always tearing it. There isn't a pew or a step he hasn't tripped over at one time or another.
All right, I got Statter. Oh, wait. He's working somewhere else. He's doing well. He can't return.
I asked the abbot. He said they have work for him elsewhere and that St. James will have to wait.
Wait? I remember the last time. We had to go to Sasau for almost 2 years. I probably won't even live that long.
That won't be that bad. Meanwhile, you can work at Master Hagen's house and who knows? You might even find you like it.
You're probably right. What else can I do at my age? And the presbytery is too big for one woman alone.
So you agree you'll go and work for Hagen?
Isn't that what I just said? I'll go and do housekeeping for him. Take care.
Did we ever find a chef? Speak of the devil.
Greetings, good knight. How may I serve you?
Always calling me a knight. Cuman captive.
I'm here about the Cuman.
Ah, so it was you who brought him. I suppose you've come for your reward.
Exactly.
I wouldn't want to be in his shoes, I'll tell you that. That is the first Cuman anyone's ever brought in alive. Then again, those devils don't deserve any mercy. Anyway, here's the reward for your service.
Thanks.
100 groschen?
I know everything I need to know to pick the carriers.
Splendid. I'll be glad to get this damn business off my back. So how have you decided?
I don't want to have anything to do with it. I don't know yet. I have more time. Should I name them?
So, how do we do this? Do I just give you their names, or should I send for them?
Just tell me their names and whether they should carry water or something else. Don't worry, I'll send for them.
Oh, God. I think Tonda was the guy who wants to do water, then he'll teach me how to box. Rock was okay with doing poop. Vincent wanted water. Antonius for cooking. I forgot about these other two. Oh no, I should have taken notes.
Antonia.
What? A woman?
Yeah, is that a problem? You never said it had to be only men.
I didn't, but I kind of assumed it would be clear. It's a long walk with a heavy load, man's work.
It'll have to be someone else then.
Tonda?
Tonda. They call him the winch.
Cornelius on the mind. Thank you,
winch.
Sovereign.
Ought to be good with a bucket anyway. What's he going to do?
Vassal worked on the mines too. Carry water.
To carry water.
So we have one person to carry water. Who's next?
Cornelius owned it, and I think he almost wanted to take the poop job because of the double money. Vessel worked in the mines as well. Oh, Pickman. They called him Pickman. He was also okay with doing poop. Who was the Rock? It was like, why did they call you Pickman? And he said, it's okay. Like, I think he can do poop. I don't think Cornelius is going to be good at water because he doesn't have a lot of brawn. He said he should be okay with it. What about the Rock? What was the Rock? And we just had these convos with him too. Because these two are gonna put on poop duty. Let's do put Rock on it.
Peter, better known as Rock. Peter? Rock? Didn't he get into a fight and injure his arm? Well, what should he do?
Carry water.
To carry water. So we have one person to carry water. Who's next?
Pickman.
Vasil goes by the moniker of Pickman.
Pickman. I hope he doesn't have a history of pickpocketing.
No. They call him Pickman because he worked in the silver mines, and he was very keen with the pick. So much so, he managed to chop off 2 of his fingers.
Well, he can't do too much damage with a bucket, I suppose. Where do you want to put him?
Trains.
Carrying shit.
Good. One person for this job. Next.
Cornelius didn't work at the mine. He owned it. I think he's full of it. I think he liked the double money.
Ah, Cornelius. I had him here once looking for a job. Where do you want to put him? I'd like to see him with buckets of shit.
Well, it's your lucky day.
Carrying shit.
Good. One person for this job. Next.
Vincent. Vincent was the little mama's boy.
Vincent. Moimir's son.
Vincent? Never heard of him. What do you think he should do?
Water.
To carry water.
So we have one person to carry water. Who's next?
That's it.
Good. All decided. Now about the cook's job.
We decided about the cook.
I chose a cook as well. Should I tell you or go to Hagen?
Tell me who you chose and I'll take care of it.
I think Agnes versus Antonia, right? Because Antonia wasn't that good of a cook. Am I correct? Oh, we're going to find out. Let's go with Agnes.
I chose old Agnes for the cook's job. I had a job convincing her, but it was worth it. She's the best cook around.
Glad to hear it. I'll have to drop in on Hagen for lunch sometime.
85 groschen for that?
God be with you.
Nice. Okay, that takes care of that too. Cool. Then we'll see about the rewards after, right? How many we actually got right. One guy should teach us about bare knuckle boxing. One of them, I think, has got treasure. Hello. Are you guys looking for work? Milmaid Jane.
Good evening.
You're here from the mill?
You've been working at the mill for a while now, haven't you?
Pretty long. Why'd you ask?
I heard there's a possibility of finding work here for 2 talented carpenters.
That depends on how talented they are.
I'd say they're talented enough.
We'll soon see. But go talk to the miller about it, all right?
Of course. Is the miller very strict?
The miller isn't, but his foreman doesn't give the workers anything for free, besides kicks and insults.
Well, hopefully that won't happen. They're good men.
I'll be happy if that's true. Good luck, then.
Heard you could use some help.
Teresa, the millmaid, sent me. She said you could use some help.
Some extra pairs of hands would be useful. What do you have in mind?
My friends, 2 survivors of Skalitz, are looking for work.
And why should I take them?
They're experienced carpenters.
Why not? Carpenters would be helpful. There's a lot of work here at the mill, and I'm not as spry as I used to be.
Very welcome.
My foreman tries his best.
If you're going to be shopping on Amazon, by the way, exclamation Amazon. I have an Amazon affiliate link. It doesn't cost you anything. You actually get discounts on certain things. And hook it up for me. Save it as like your bookmark, you know? They're basically my neighbors. Yeah, no matter what I pick, I'll win. I've known them personally. If they've always done good work, you're gonna let them work for you. You know me. I'll go with this one.
I'm from Skalitz, and I know them both personally. They worked in the royal mines, and their master couldn't praise them highly enough.
Yeah, thank you,
In the
Evo.
Skalitz mines? That's skillful work. I'll be glad to talk to them. Tell them I'll give them a chance. We'll talk about pay and a roof over their heads when they get here.
Good luck to you.
Cool. Look at that. We got him a job. That's good news. We can come down and see what this quest giver's about as well. Okay, so now we just need rabbits. And it's you, blacksmith.
I'm at your service, Sir Knight.
Do you need any help?
Is something troubling you?
I wouldn't say it's troubling me exactly, my boy, but I've heard talk about the Sasso blacksmith and I'm losing sleep over.
What talk might that be?
They say they've heard him chanting when he tempers steel, and that nothing of his ever breaks.
Spells?
Using spells to strengthen steel. That sounds like old wives' tales to me.
That's what they say. They say he's always muttering something, and if anyone catches him at it, he stops at once and gives them dirty looks.
Maybe he's just praying.
Well, he's getting help of some sort, whether it's prayers or something less holy.
Oh. See how exactly can I help?
And, how could I help with that?
Simple enough. Go there and find out if there's any grain of truth in it.
I suppose asking costs nothing.
Just don't ask him outright about any sorcery.
Don't worry, I'm not that daft.
Good, good. And don't worry. You won't be the poorer for it. Once you find out what's what, I'll find a way to recompense you.
Another way to go back to Sassau. Look at that. I'll do it.
All right. I'll go and see if there's anything to the stories.
Good. But be subtle about it. Don't go embarrassing yourself. Or me.
Oh, God. I can't believe I didn't kill the horse. Discovered accident. Yeah, almost my own. Oh. Poor guy. Can't do anything with his body here? No chest, no nothing. A lot of accidents. It looks like this guy spilled his chili, trying to pick his nose with an arrow. Then his horse slipped on the chili. Nice, free loots. Can I take that arrow? Get out of here, dog. I'm trying to loot a corpse. Are they not lootable? Don't loot me. Whoever it is, they're in here. 2-hour what? Yipping session. Yip, 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 yip.
I just won't get any sleep.
You're the one who's in charge of the wounded.
Yes, I'm the infirmarius here. Time was I only had a few elderly monks who couldn't walk to take care of. Now I have this mess to deal with.
Monks so old they can't hold themselves up with their own legs.
Oh, if that were the only bodily function they could control. But I shouldn't talk like that. It's a blessing to live to such an age.
Wounded from Skalitz? Why are they so badly provided for?
How are the wounded from Skalitz?
Some of them are well
make more
taken
tea.
care of. But others are dying here needlessly. It's a good thing we have Johanka here. I'd never be able to manage on my own.
Henken? You don't normally treat the wounded?
So you don't normally treat the wounded then?
Well, there were accidents, of course. A broken leg, someone who'd been kicked by a cow or bitten by a goat. But this, I've never dealt with the carnage of battle before.
If only it had been a battle. This was cold-blooded slaughter.
You were there? God be merciful to you and the dead and the wounded.
How can I help you?
How can I help you?
Have you talked to Johanka?
I did.
Well, if you know something about it, then go and take a look. However, you don't look like you've studied the Hippocratic arts.
That's true. I'm the son of a blacksmith. But I have been around the wounded before.
Quiet!
What do I do if I'm not sure of the treatment?
Come and speak to me. We'll see what we can do.
All right, what do you think about the custodian?
What do you think about the custodian?
Baron von Berg? Well, he does his job well. He keeps us safe here. And the last time I saw him was when I was rubbing ointment on his rack.
Thank you for the bit, Dennis.
I heard he's been here a lot lately.
That's true. He comes to visit Johanka. But he's never here long, and he always leaves unsatisfied.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Why are they so badly provided for?
Why are they so badly provided for? People are crammed in next to each other, and some have to sleep outside. That can't be good for them. It gets freezing here at night.
I can't afford anything more for them.
How is that possible? You're the infirmarius. You decide how all the money gets spent.
But I have no say in how much money I'm given. And because the abbot's away, it's still the same amount I had when I was taking care of a few old men.
Can't believe your conscience lets you leave the Skalitz locals in such a state.
I know. I'm ashamed.
I feel bad.
But my brothers believe it's all in God's hands now.
Pretty true. Fun fact, in real life, this monastery was still under construction until a few years ago. Wow. 600 years?
And the local custodian? His crew has enough provisions.
I tried him, but it seems he had some disagreement with Johanka, and now he won't give us anything.
I'll try to talk to him. Can't you do anything? Won't the others help?
Unfortunately not. The brothers in the cloister aren't much interested in the external world, and the custodian has enough on his plate with the chaos in the region. Besides, his main concern is the smooth running of the monastery.
Okay.
Even so, conditions here seem to me quite unchristian.
You're not the only one.
I guess we all know where all the money was going. Nowhere near the place. It took that long to build.
Thank you.
Okay. Help with healing the sick. Try to get supplies from the custodian. Roger that. Let's get moving. Pardon me, I've got business. Good, can't wait for KCD 2. Me too.
Jesus Christ be praised.
Who owns this house?
Whose house is this?
It's our local custodians. The most esteemed Sir Sebastian.
Sebastian.
Baron von Berg.
Baron von Berg. You don't think much of him, do you?
You don't seem to think very much of him.
Well, of course I do. A man with a nose so stuck up that it acts as a rain funnel can't be all bad.
What is a custodian anyway?
What does the custodian do anyway?
Well, he's meant to look after the local community and keep the peace.
But
in fact, he seems more interested in robbing everyone blind.
I'm much obliged.
I'm much obliged.
Don't mention it.
You look bored.
You look bored.
Beyond tears.
How can you be bored here in Sasau, in such a holy place, filled with knowledge?
Don't even talk to me about it. They won't let you touch the books. They don't want to talk to you. And when I wanted to look at the remains of St. Procopius, at least, they ran me off. Me! Like some kind of thief. What good is the whole blasted monastery if I can't even do that?
There's not much left of poor Procopius. Maybe I could help you. I can't help you with that.
Well, they say there's not much left of poor Procopius.
What's that got to do with anything?
I'm not blaming you. It's just that only monks have access to the reliquary in the crypt. Folk were even taking relics away from St. Procopius' cave for protection before. Now no one's allowed in there.
I know, but I'd never dream of doing that. I just wanted to touch them for luck.
Maybe I can help you.
Maybe I could help you.
How? You're not planning some mischief, are you?
No. Definitely not.
No, not at all. I was going to bring you something from the cave under the monastery where he spent his time. You can get in there, you could touch it for luck, and then I'd return it.
Well now. You do that for me?
Of course.
Huh. Sure.
Then I'd be very grateful to you.
Wow, they want to look at a dead guy or touch a dead guy?
God be with you.
Get a piece of the remains of Saint... Oh, God. Oh.
God be with you.
Supplies.
I'm helping at the infirmary now, and I came to...
Ah, and how
Sir
is your
Henry,
mother? Do you
what's
know
up,
her
Basimar?
well?
Happy weekend, dude.
Yes, I do.
Good, good. Does she ever talk about me?
A little? You've stolen pretty much everything else. Might as well steal part of a dead guy.
I'm mainly here for supplies and to talk about the state of the wounded from Skalitz. They need blankets, food...
Well, that's not my problem. Let the infirmarius take care of it.
His hands are tied. Until the abbot comes back, he can't get anything.
And why should that interest me?
You little shit, dude. Maybe because of your... Oh, man. I could try and back up and drink. Right? I think I get a bonus. I don't know if I can get to 15. Because I'll pay you?
Because I'll pay you.
For supplies? But of course. That will be...
Oh, come off it. You get your supplies from the monastery for free. No one will bat an eyelid if you ask for more. Blankets can get chewed up by mice. Food can go off.
150? More like 120.
Is this enough?
More.
Oh. 130.
Yes. These things happen, certainly. And as long as the monastery needs my protection, they'll have to put up with it. God be with you.
Okay, okay. That's looking good.
He'll be able to get out of this on his own.
Christ above! I can't get a wink of sleep.
What are you making such a fuss about?
A fuss? Because of my leg, I have to stay here for at least another week. Hurts like fuck. And with everyone else moaning and groaning all night, I can't get any sleep.
I'll help you. What about going somewhere else?
Maybe I can make you something to help you sleep.
Oh, then for God's sake, do it quickly.
May the Lord watch over you.
Philip, from Skalitz. I don't see any wounds, but he's shaking terribly. He's not reacting. But all I can see that's wrong with him is his leg. I have to ask Henken.
What's up, Kaz?
I'm not needed here.
Yeah, where? What's happening?
And you don't have the PTU and PU installed at the same time, do you? No, that's stupid. Why would anyone do that?
You're not from Skalitz?
I mean, you can just rename the folder, you know what I mean?
But please help me. I can't stay here.
Maybe I can get you something for the sleep, hits the guy with the club. Not much, just playing some PoE 2. How you liking it? I think A-Corp is doing the same thing. And also Master Heath. What happened to you?
What happened to you?
I was working on the building when the scaffolding up by the roof collapsed underneath me.
Well, and you're very lucky you survived at all.
Yes, that's what everyone tells me. But it's no use being alive if all I can do is lie here like a wet sack of barley?
Well, you're pretty battered. Why don't you want to stay?
Well, you're pretty battered, but I don't see anything that a few weeks' rest can't fix.
Weeks? My God, I have to get back to work sooner than that.
Why don't you want to stay?
What's the problem? Why can't you stay until you heal?
I have a family.
Mm-hmm.
I'm poor.
Mm-hmm.
It's only thanks to the building work that we can survive. And the master told me if I don't come back in a few days, then I shouldn't come back at all. And where can me and my wife go then? Who'll take us in? We'll end up living in the woods, where any bandit or ruffian could set on us.
Yo, Browser Frog 19, Frugal Muscle, let's go! Happy weekend, dude. How you doing? Guys, get some raves in chat. How can I help?
Is there anything I can do to help? It looks like they took care of your wounds.
When I was little, my father got trampled on by a horse, and an old hag from the village gave him some kind of purple herbs for it. And he got better very quickly.
And do you remember what the herbs were?
I don't. But there's supposed to be the whole cursed knowledge of the world in this place. Something has to be written about it. A herbarium.
A herbarium.
I'll try to find something.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
May the Lord watch over you.
Yes, yes.
These wounds have been well taken care of. These wounds have been well taken care of. These wounds have been well taken care of.
Okay. So a sleeping potion, purple flower. Where'd the lady go?
Henry, how are you?
What's wrong with the man with the bandaged leg?
What's wrong with that man by the altar? He doesn't look wounded, but he's really pale and doesn't react at all.
He had a broken leg. A bad one. The bone had come right through the skin.
Ugh.
We tried to straighten it, but I don't know if we did it right. I'm not holding out much
medieval
hope
medicine.
for him.
Ugh.
I've seen folk in that state before, and it didn't end well.
My God, there has to be something we can do.
And what do you suggest? The monks won't help, and I don't know anyone else who can.
I'll straighten his leg. Ugh. I'm actually enjoying it. Normally don't like ARPGs because you hate the click to move control, and controls just feel clunky with them. But when you're trying to target anything specific, just because PoE 2 was WASD movement, you're loving it. Infection go burr. Should I do it?
Well, I can try.
Ugh.
I'll straighten his leg.
You?
Unfortunately, I've had occasion to try this sort of thing before. You have to place the bones as precisely as you can next to each other. It's hard, but you have to ignore any screams of pain. That's the only way to help him.
Give him an x-ray, yeah?
Well, fine. Try it then.
Semek is complaining about pains.
One of the sick men, Semek, is complaining about pain and the fact he can't work. He says he...
Semek? Is he one of our people?
No, he's a construction worker. He's bruised and confined to...
Henry, for God's sake, our neighbours are dying here. You're friends. There isn't time to waste on some construction worker's bruises.
What kind of nurse are you?
Honestly, what were you thinking?
Listen, all I need to find out is the name of a herb.
Then go and look it up in a book. You've got your own herbarium, haven't you?
Herbarium. What happened to Philip?
What happened to Philip?
Poor man. There was nothing wrong with him, and now he's getting worse every day.
But do you know why?
Maybe. He didn't run away from Skalitz, you see. He hid for days, among the corpses. If he got poisoned.
But what can we do?
Us? Nothing. Only Father Simon might have been able to save him. He knew a lot about poisons.
And where is he?
You know he left Skalitz years ago.
And does anyone know where he ended up?
If you believe the stories about a wild man in the woods, then Rovnar is the place to go.
Okay. PoE 2 shows Blizzard how a real Diablo's made. Shots
Tell
fired.
me more about the situation here. All right, that's all I need to know.
God bless.
All right, let's set this guy's leg. You guys ready for this? Should I save first? Guess it has been a minute. Oh, sweet.
Are you holding him firmly?
Aye.
Done.
You're welcome. Oh, no. Oh, man. Oh, my God. All the way up here? Then again, it is our chance to go back to Skalitz. What about the barium? I mean, I'm guessing he just wants lavender, right? Make a wish. Are you not even gonna look? No, I was moving my mouse. It wouldn't let me point. I think they did that on purpose. Help with healing the sick. Find something to help the insomniac fall asleep. Get healing herbs for Semic. Find Father Simon. Read 20 books? Look at me go. Bravarium de Signis Causis. How to recognize ailments by means of humors and fluids. It is known that the body of a man is composed of 4 humors: blood, yellow bile, black bile, and phlegm. If these are in balance, the person is hale and healthy. But if there is an excess of one, it swamps the body, disturbs its equilibrium, and leads to ailments or even death. The excess of mucus may also lead to diphtheria. For example, the body endeavors to get rid of it by coughing, sometimes spasmodically. It leaves sores in the throat and mouth that trouble the sick and complicate the intake of fluids. The whole agony is further exacerbated by fever, often accompanied by malaise. After a few days, a rash or spots appear. People often become infected by association with the sufferer, but not everyone succumbs to the infection. Diphtheria does not infect animals, nor do they suffer from it. Plague caused by black bile fluctuations often exhibit many signs. These include fever, accompanied by malaise, often alternated with a spastic cough, perhaps even diarrhea, when the body endeavors to rid itself of excess black bile and great thirst. After a few days, sores erupt on the body and the neck, under the jaw, in the armpits, and the groin. Later, black spots are seen on the fingers, nose, and mouth, and other protrusions of the human body where accumulated gall settles. It spreads among people, but some people are not afflicted. Small animals do not suffer from the plague, but bigger ones may be infected. A profusion of yellow bile can lead to dysentery, which is manifested by various signs, primarily by violent diarrhea. Vomiting is present only rarely. The sick also suffer from terrible thirst, abdominal cramps, and fever. It is transmitted from person to person, but animals do not suffer from it. But there are also other ways in which the inner humors are distributed and the blood weakened. One such is the poisoning, which is manifested by fever and delirium, stomachache, binging convulsions, diarrhea, and great thirst. If a person is poisoned by gas, for example, in mines, near swamps or similar places, there often appears on him a rash around the nose and mouth. However, this rash does not occur if the poison is ingested through the food consumed. Poisoning is not transmitted between humans or animals, but if they all drink, for example, from the same source of water, then people are inflicted as well as animals. The latter often sooner. An interesting case of imbalance of internal fluids is the St. Vitus dance, which is manifested by the inflicted dancing wildly, contorting and twisting. They may also sing, scream, or lament. They move as if in a trance and wander deliriously. They may dance for days, weeks, or even months, generally until they become exhausted or die. Some may strip off their clothes and devote themselves to the sins of the flesh. In one case, dancers were helped by falling from a bridge into a river below. Those who did not drown or die from the fall came to themselves and ceased to dance. It has been reported that this dance plague is highly contagious, although it only affects humans and not animals. St. Vitus dancers who try to draw animals into their capers ended up kicked and bitten. Oh. You gotta suck the bile out. Nerd. 360 no scope, let's set. The yellow bile killed so many on the Oregon Trail. You had the same issue this morning after your coffee. Sounds like a warning label for Taco Bell. Gross. I'll take these bandages. Oh my god, the dog. I need to read. Whoever's disheartened and feels weak, let him drink this for the strengthening his whole body. So Aqua Vitalis is for combat. He who desires to move in the night like a cat. Okay, that's that one. Herbs, Q. We got Wormwood. Belladonna for saving. We have Thistle that's got a little purple on it. And Bane.
I can't sleep again.
Mint's got a little purple on it. He wants a little puppy. Sage got a little purple. Humphrey's got a little purple. There's nothing else. You ever feed the pupper? Yeah. It is probably time for another one, though.
Are you quite...
Come here, dog. He always howls when I'm doing alchemy. Like, I don't think it's food related. God damn it, dog. I was taking a nap. Sins of the flesh. All right, all right, all right. Oh, he's not going to like that. Not going to like that. What's up, dudes?
God save you, Henry.
I got you guys gerbs. I got you jobs.
The miller and Ledechko would be happy to meet you.
You really found work for us?
Of course. I couldn't bear to look at those sour faces of yours a moment longer.
Thanks, Henry. Only...
What?
The reward we talked about, well, we haven't got 2 groschen to rub together.
You'll pay me next time.
Nah, that doesn't matter. You'll pay me when you have it.
That we will. Stop by and visit us in a week. We'll pay you back as soon as we get our first wage.
Cool.
God be with you.
Hey, how'd you get so fucked up?
The monastery wants money from you?
The monastery wants you to pay for treatment. That doesn't sound right.
Leave it be, Howell.
I won't.
I won't. What happened?
We might have pummeled his face. But don't get involved, Henry. We'll settle it on our
Yeah,
own.
right, Esmar, exactly.
Wait, who exactly did you pummel?
Well, he kept on bothering us and... in a nutshell, it was his fault and we're not going to talk about it anymore.
But couldn't there be a way to settle it? Maybe he'd let you off the...
There isn't.
Fritz, don't be a twat.
Don't be a twat, Fritz. The two of you are up to your necks in shit, and you're going to play tough instead of seeing sense.
Go to hell, Henry. You and Elias. You're one as bad as the other.
All right, suit yourself.
Yeah, if you say so. I'll leave it be.
What's up, Bunami?
Take care.
Yeah, get on out of here, little shits. Hey, what's up, dude?
God be with you.
Ghost Recon Breakpoint, your tooth must hurt.
It doesn't look good.
What? What are you talking about?
Your tooth. I bet it hurts a lot, doesn't it?
How do you know about that?
Oh, I got him beat. I'm a physician.
As a practitioner of the healing arts, I recognize the signs of a sick tooth. You have a bloated face, you're sweating, and the way you breathe is absolutely typical of the condition.
You're a physician?
Isn't that what I said? And if I can give you some advice, you should have it removed. There's a blacksmith down in the town.
No. There's no way I'm putting myself in the hands of that butcher.
I understand. But look here, I know about healing. I can go along with you and make sure everything goes as it should.
You do that?
Of course.
Jesus Christ. I'm a grown man and I need an escort.
You don't have to be embarrassed. Every man in the world's afraid of having his teeth pulled.
I know, but even so...
Let's go then. And
Got one broken leg and Henry's a knight and a doctor.
I don't know. Isn't it a waste of time? Maybe it'll go away on its own.
Are you mad? It won't go away, it'll just get worse. The sooner we get it out, the better.
Yes, you're right.
Been going, dog. Like my dog on him.
Look, I can't. It's embarrassing. I'm a coward, and I won't be able to handle it.
Shut up.
We're almost there. Just be a man about it.
You're right. Let's go.
That was easy.
All right, let's do it. Hold him tight.
Let's do it.
Ah, look.
Jesus
It's
Christ,
out.
the agony.
Hey, want to keep it as a memento?
I love it.
Oh, all right.
Not weird at all. You're welcome.
So, from the beginning. The sun sets out across the skies. He loses his way, to the forge he flies. Kuttenberg is far, far away. Kuttenberg is far, here I'll stay.
They say you're the best blacksmith around?
They say you're the best blacksmith in the whole region. That metal you've tempered never breaks.
Ah, nothing but old wives' tales. Of course some of my pieces have broken, but only ever here, at the smithy.
No one's ever returned anything for you to rework, though, have they?
Not that I recall, but I can't remember everything.
I got him beat on everything but the middle part. That's all clear enough to me. My father was a blacksmith too. And how do you go about tampering? Yo, Villain, what's up, buddy? Happy weekend.
Father was a blacksmith all my life. He always stoked up the furnace till it roared gently, and you could smell the heated iron. Then he plunged it into the water, and that was that.
Fine words, and no mistake. I do it a little differently. I heat until the metal is 2-3 shades short of bright yellow. I ease up on the bellows, and after a Lord's Prayer and a Hail Mary, off it goes into the water.
It's strange to think that I'll never help him out with it again. Our forge will stay burned out forever, unless I go back to the trade myself.
It would be a shame not to, lad. Working iron is a worthwhile thing. Godly. It makes life easier for folk. And, let's be honest, you can make a decent living doing it.
Is that all?
And is that all? There's nothing else you do with it?
Well, that depends. I heat it up again after that, but not so it starts to glow. I just hold it like this at the edge of the furnace for a while, and then quench it again.
You quench twice?
Yes, although there's less quenching needed the second time, it doesn't get quite so hot.
And how does that help?
I don't rightly know. I found out about it by chance. I got caught short, needed to piss so bad, I left the rod resting by the furnace by mistake. That's how I found out if you quench twice, it doesn't break as easily. No idea why, but I've tried it enough times to know it works.
On the subject of tampering,
I'd like to ask you about the tempering process.
And I'd say I've nothing much to tell you. You just need an eye for it and a furnace.
Let's stop talking about tempering.
Oh shit, is this guy about to die? Can I walk up here?
Give me something to drink, please, or I'll die. Thank you. Thank you 100-fold. You have a good heart.
There you go, buddy. Yep, better remains. Yeah, my guess it's inside this little church graveyard. Make the most sense, right? Grave digger. Am I about to be a grave digger? You don't have a spade. No. Jericho, thanks for the bits. Henken, the necromancer in training. The dark arts. All right, well. What better time to dig up a grave than in the middle of the day? Out of here, dog. Oh. All right, any other fresh graves? I got a spade and I ain't afraid to use it. A well-versed dork arts? Dark? Oh, no, never mind. How much money he's got? Burden with cash? Hi, Bright. I guess that's considered better remains. Bring the relic to Urban. Here you go, dude.
I'm honored that a knight such as you takes an interest in me.
I have a holy tooth for you. I have for you a bone from the remains of the saint. I have for you a bowl from the cave of the saint. Let's do the bone.
I have a bone for you from the remains of Saint Procopius.
Truly? Then show it to me.
Behold.
Ah. Is it really from Saint Procopius?
Sure. Of course.
Of course. I'd never try to deceive you that way.
You're right. My God, you're right. Such holiness. I'm in your debt, Henry.
Kind of morbid.
How can I repay you?
Behold, your bone. Russia never hurt. Thanks, but I don't want anything.
Thanks, but I don't want anything. I was glad to help.
Truly? Well, thank you.
My pleasure.
We got plenty of money.
And Henry.
Yes?
Yes?
I just wanted to touch it for luck. If you took something you shouldn't have, I expect you'll put it back. Good luck then.
Fine. Wait, am I really supposed to? Wait, am I supposed to? Yeah, of course. Yo, Master Guy 07's happy weekend. Yeah, I don't have the bone in my inventory anymore. At least I don't think I do. Why would you? You steal everything else. What? It's not stealing. It's just removing from its location and placing it somewhere else. I'm reallocating, okay? That's stealing. Oh, scaffolding. So many ladders to climb. Jesus. And also locked at the same time. That's what the monks are hiding from us, huh? Can I go inside the hamster wheel? Remember when I said it was a good time to save? One of the things he wanted to get was a tooth from the remains of Saint Procopius, but he wanted to sell. In fact, it was one farmhand named after the saint who supplied the tooth, and getting it was an adventure itself. Another thing the charlatan wants is a branch from the topping out on a church roof. Oddly enough, in Sasau, it's not a rabbit paw that brings luck, but a cat paw. And a local gambler has one such lucky charm, which apparently makes him unbeatable at dice. Just the kind of thing the charlatan would love to get his hands on. I got Procopius's tooth, not a pretty thing to be carrying around, so I best take it to the charlatan quick. Oh, that's probably why people are like, why, telling me I look all weird. The tooth on me. I shot the tree. I shot the rope. I shot above the tree. I shot this thing multiple times in a bunch of different places. Maybe a pole arm and swipe it with a pole arm. The weird thing is it makes you think to come here, but I fell right through the wood, right straight through it.
My pleasure.
God be with you, good sir.
You must be that lucky fellow everyone's talking about.
Lady Luck has been good to me lately, sure enough. But that can change quicker than you know.
People say that you get help from a lucky charm.
Is that not allowed?
No, it is. It just interests me, that's all.
Why?
Why? I could scare it out of him. I could buy it off of him. I could use one myself.
I could use a paw like that myself.
Then go to the knacker. I'm sure he'll get you one.
Let's play for it.
I'd like to try that luck of yours. Let's play for your talisman.
As you wish.
Kill him.
My talisman against your groschen.
100 groschen. Make wager.
Sure. There'd be no point in it otherwise.
Farewell.
I'm playing a die that you'd better off throwing as far away as possible. We have even number die. We don't want that one, right? Because we want 1s and 5. A playing die that Henry secretly made, bring him luck and love, which is why he'd rather not use it to gamble. Legend has it that the dice can strip more than one maiden. Whatever, I'll use both and see what happens.
Why, oh, why did I ever agree to this? I'll lose my shirt again.
He's got some fancy dice there.
That's it. Should I? Shouldn't I? No, I daren't.
Holy shit, we're doing good. What's this game about? 1s and 5s and then 3 of a kind. 5 is worth 50, a 1 is worth 100, 3 of a kind is worth whatever the face value is times 100, I think. Yeah, so 3 of a kind of 2s is 200. 3 of a kind of 4 is 400. I'm gonna score him past that.
Dice is made to be thrown, not to sit on the table ignored.
Shit. He won.
It seems
Runs
my
also
luck
work,
still
but he has to be at 5 number minimum.
Another game.
Fuck it, let's go again.
Oi.
I ain't gonna scum save.
Why, oh, why did I ever agree to this? I'll lose my shirt again.
17 months. Let's
Just as
freaking
long as it
go.
keeps going
Happy
like
weekend,
this.
guys. Get some raves in chat. Well, he's got to die now.
We'll see. That's all.
Holy shit. That's a hell of a point. Bust. Damn, he's lucky. You're the son of a blacksmith, and your hometown was raided, so you set on a journey to become a knight and get revenge. Thoughts on swiping his dice before you play him again? I could try. Okay, we ball.
Dice is made to be thrown, not to sit on the table ignored. This'll be the one. Finished.
And also on sale at the moment, 80% off. Holy shit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Motherfucking game.
Well, seems my luck's run out.
But evil
Damn
Yahtzee.
it. Seeing how I lost, I reckon that cat spot don't bring luck anymore.
Not to you, anyway. So, thanks for the game.
Yo, what a toss.
This is enough.
Thanks. Here's your change. And it was a pleasure.
Clank, 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 clank.
The sun sets out across the skies. He loses his way before he flies. Couldn't very far, far away. Couldn't very far in our sky. My sun, he hides behind a cloud. He goes home if I
Did you find the beanie? Couldn't even leave the man his carrot. Nice. Upper side all. At least he left him his slippers. I like how he's just casually walking around. Now I gotta figure out where he lives. What is this die we got though? Playing die loaded in favor of odd numbers. That son of a bitch. I knew he was cheating. But we got some new pants. Light decorated hose. Hose are a medieval precursor to trousers, a standard item of clothing for bourgeois and nobility alike. We have his trunk key. We gotta figure out where his house is.
Here we are.
Good health to you.
Give him the items.
I went to look for those items you wanted.
Splendid, splendid. So show me what you've got there.
Booth.
The tooth of layman Procopius, which definitely isn't holy.
It isn't. But then again, one day it could be.
Good health.
You never know what course a man's life might take.
I suppose not. But it wasn't easy to
25?
get. So if anyone's the miracle worker here, it's me.
Calm now. Don't exaggerate.
Talisman?
1 cat paw for luck.
Wonderful. How did you obtain it?
You wouldn't believe it. I won it from him.
Oh, no, you don't. Now the talisman won't bring its owner luck anymore.
Oh, I didn't think of that.
Oh,
Yeah, give me
well,
a minute.
luckily it's a cat's paw, so it has other uses.
What would those be? A branch from topping out?
A branch from a blessed topping out.
Excellent. And how did you get it down?
I had to shoot it down.
Watch out for this man. He's a regular William Tell.
Well, there wasn't any other way.
So, we've got all that sorted out. And now, to the next matter.
Yo, thanks, Mythos. More tasks? My reward?
I'll be right back with
So,
that.
about my reward.
Not so fast, young man. There's one more thing. It's rather complicated and delicate.
What thing?
A shroud.
A tankard of ale for me.
A shroud?
Yes. A burial shroud of someone who passed away not too long ago.
Was William Tell around already? I think so. By falling off the scaffolding 1,000,000 times. You know, other stuff. The kind of stuff you use a cat's paw for. You want me to take a dead person's clothes?
I'm just supposed to take a dead person's clothes.
Shrubbery?
Christ, no. I need a burial shroud. The precious enveloping garment in which the deceased is buried.
Does it matter who I take it from?
And does it matter who I take it from?
It needs to be someone who lived an honest life. And I have just the fellow. A good man by the name of Lokota who recently passed on.
Yeah, Twisty.
Right. So where can I find him?
His family is waiting for the funeral. For now, he's lying in the small church in Sasa.
Who was this Lokota?
And who was this Lokota?
I know only a little, but according to the locals, he was an honorable man. You should certainly try to ask around.
What kind of training you got? Alchemy and pickpocketing. Yeah, that checks out. Leave it to Henken. Always be cracking open a cold one. Oh, that's dark.
Goodbye.
Dun, 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 dun. We need to take a ride up to Ravna, though. If we're going to go this high up, we're going to grab this, and we're going to go check out Skalitz. Up, guys? You gonna do something? I don't want to skip an hour and then he just disappears. One beer for me.
Ale.
Oh my guy's gonna drink another one. Oh my god, this guy. You know what? I'm risking it. Oh, 'cause then it's midnight and I feel like he's definitely gonna be gone. I'm gonna be so pissed. Should I chance it? What do you guys think, chat? Oh, let's go. That's right. Back to your home, you drunkard. Drinking and gambling.
What's going on? Hey, you! Oh, surrender. You've committed a violation. You're
What?
under arrest.
Enough.
Violation of what?
No one is allowed to creep around here without a light after dark. You were seen doing it, and you'll pay for it. Well, you won't forget this in a hurry, because it'll take a nice pile of coin to fix it.
What?
That is, I had no idea. If that's how it is, of course you may go.
Hey!
Well,
Had enough.
You don't mind the thief I just apprehended?
leave me
Yeah.
For the love of God, I only stole a piece of bread. I was starving. No excuses. Hand it over. Here. You got the thrashing you deserved. I hope you've learned your lesson. Yes, sir.
You really let him go? Just like that?
Wow.
And did you get the loot back?
I
did.
You'll die
have
for
it
that.
here.
Thank you. That thieving magpie. You can't trust anyone these days. And just so you know, I'm no pinch purse.
Oh.
Here's a small reward.
Thanks.
Thanks.
Damn.
Okay, we have a new problem. We lost Pantless. I just had to be a good guy. You shot a man for bread, and worse yet, you put down your torch. Hungry. Stole from a dog? For fuck's sake. The whole game belongs to him. Henken, that doesn't belong to you. I think your dog is trying to rat you out. Ooh, fancy clothes. I reach outside. Swear to God, if I climb up the Connie bunk bed ladder and sit through a long freaking animation and lay down one more time, I'm just gonna try to open the door to the cargo section. Did you see the KCD gameplay yet? Yeah, I saw it. What do you want, dog? Yeah, looks good. Only guessing until he wakes up.
God be with you.
Why was he sleeping on the bench? I have the shroud for you.
I have the shroud for you.
Have you now? Good work.
Yes, well, it wasn't easy.
I'm sure. That's also why. See you later.
That's where he lives. Let's teach him a lesson.
He's
Oh,
inside. I saw him go
Fuck.
in.
Henry, delay them.
What?
Me?
How? There's a reward for you in the trunk. I'll see you in Ledechko.
Come on.
Break it down.
Do it.
Reward for me in the trunk. Oh, there we go. Powdered unicorn horn? What? Powdered unicorn cures impaired manliness? What? The Alchemist's Dream? I already read this.
What are you doing here?
He's not here anymore.
He swindled me too. I came here to throw his potions in his face, but it looks like he hasn't been home for a while. He probably ran away before his trickery could catch up with him.
Bastard.
Bastardo.
Either way, he'd better not show his face in this town again. Let's go.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's fucking go. So we got powdered unicorn horn, nourishment 0, health 0, energy 0, alcohol 0, durability unlimited, freshness 100, weight 0, price 6. Wonder what we can use this for. Now I kind of want to see a modded version of KCD that makes a player a dragonborn that can use shouts. Like I'm saying, this is basically Skyrim, just remove all the magic. But all right, listen, guys. I think that'll just about do it for us. This was a freaking good run. Either way, guys, 07s, I'll catch you guys over at T.O. Smalls. Enjoy your freaking weekend. Literally couldn't do this without you guys. Thank you for being here. You could be anywhere online. You guys choose to hang out here. You guys are phenomenal.